YouTube was good. It's Kenworth J. Alright, so I had somebody ask me I should do a video about the pay at Stevens. Alright, so with the pay at Stevens, I'm gonna start off with the company side. Company side, you're gonna get 36 cents a mile. That's what we're making right now. Um, I've heard other companies paying lower than that. But you're gonna make 36 cents a mile. I've heard other companies paying higher than that. Of course, that was part of the reason why I wanted to go to FFE. But you're gonna make 36 cents a mile. All right, so you're gonna get 36 cents per mile. Out that 36 cents, they're gonna take 10 cents out, and then you got the other 26 cents. The 10 cent is gonna be your per diem pay. They're gonna take that 10 cent out and give it back to you tax free. The 26 cent is what the federal government is going to tax. That's the only thing that's being taxed. All right, so that'll kind of even your checks out. If you don't have a lot of bills, you can manage off of that. But if you got a lot of bills, I don't know what to tell you, man. You're probably gonna have to run extra hard. You know, I don't really see how that's gonna happen unless you're getting time sensitive loads. Because the loads that I've been getting, you know what I'm saying, they have you sitting for a day or two on these loads, you know. Like this load I'm sitting on now, coming from California to Denver, I got here within 2 days, but the load wasn't due for 4 days, you know, stuff like that. But, and that's another reason why I'm saying I don't run hard, because, you know what I'm saying, I'm getting decent miles, but I'm not really just getting miles like people want, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, I'm still learning this stuff. I'm learning that some people will take your load if you get there early, some people won't, shit like that. You know, that's why I'm here sitting right now, because I got here early. All right, so you can get additional pay and stuff like that onto your check. Additional pay is like visiting schools. You can visit truck schools. You just pull up in your truck and showcase your truck, talk to them for a minute, let them know the possibilities that can come with being a truck driver here at Stevens and stuff like that. You could be there for like 15 minutes and boom, you gone. You know what I'm saying? 10, 15 minutes. Let them view the inside your truck, because your truck is probably going to be a way better truck than they learning on. So, of course, they're going to want to see the inside of your truck and stuff like that. Especially if you contract driving, they pretty much give you a fairly new truck. But other than that, you can do repowers. Repowers if you're in a big city, New York, LA, Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like going to those cities. So what they'll do is they'll run their clock down before they get to that city, so they won't have to go into the city. And then, you know, you got to do a repower. If you in that city, then, you know, you could do that repower. So with repowers, they give you like $100 per repower plus the mileage that you're doing, because you're probably not going to run that far on a repower. You know, sometimes they do give you a long load for a repower. The one I gave away was coming from, well, it wasn't too long, but it was coming from Lubbock, Texas to Denver, Colorado. And the only reason I gave that away is because I only had like 12 hours on my clock. So I just picked the load up, brought it over there, and then, you know, he took it the rest of the way. But yeah, man, those are ways you can make extra money without doing too much driving. With the school stuff, I don't know if they pay you for out of route mileage for going to the school, but they do pay you like $125 just for going to the school. I know that. Oh, and with the visiting schools, be careful with that, man, because you don't want to run your time out or end up running into traffic trying to get to one of them schools. I would say it's good to be a trainer or a team driver doing that, because you got 2 clocks. You could get in and get out of there. But other than that, man, be careful with that. What else? All right, so with the contract driving, of course, with the contractors, you could do the repowers and visiting schools too. Um, but they get paid $1 per mile. I'm not sure if they do the per diem with the drivers. I'm not sure about that. But you getting paid $1 per mile. The thing about being contracted is you paying a note on that truck. You leasing that truck pretty much. It's a lease program. So it's a walkaway lease. So I mean that's not bad, you know. I am thinking about getting into it, but I want to do it only if I could train. I won't be able to train until 7 months. You know what I'm saying? Because you can make some money by training. Because whatever that truck run for that day, like if you and your trainee run that truck for that day, you know, hey, you getting paid for that. If y'all run both of y'all clocks down, now in the beginning of training, y'all won't be able to run both of y'all clocks all the way down. But towards the end, I believe the truck can run like 19 hours a day. So you can make some money as a trainer and leasing if you're doing that together. Not sure about the per diem pay, but other than that, what else with the contract? Oh, you're responsible for the truck, the repairs. If you pop a tire, you gotta pay for that because that's your truck, pretty much. You know, you making money, but you also gonna spend money if you ever have to repair something. Like I said, they do give you pretty decent trucks, man, low mileage and stuff like. Well, I wouldn't say low mileage, but they give you a fairly decent truck. What else with the contract stuff? My trainer was making some money, man. I helped him make some money. And honestly, you gonna help your trainer make some money. The thing with that is you're not gonna wanna be on that truck for no 6 or 7 weeks. You're gonna wanna get off that truck, you know what I'm saying, if you're not planning on quitting. You're gonna wanna get off that truck as soon as possible, so you're gonna run. You're gonna run your clock down, you know what I'm saying? You need 240 hours to get off that truck, so you gotta think about that. You're running 240 hours if they're trying to get in 240 hours every month and a half off of you, he making some money. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's money in the lease purchase training program side of this company. Not all trainees stay on their truck, man. I mean, I know I had a homeboy that came through. He finished his training, but he quit right after it. He haven't had no problems getting no jobs or nothing like that. I hear people say they be having problems getting jobs and this and that. He the reason I got into this, you know what I'm saying? I heard him on the phone one day and how he was getting job interviews and stuff like that, and I was just like, well, shoot, man, I like the job security in this. So I kind of, jumped into it. But, what else? You're responsible for everything. You get paid good. That's about it, man. That's all I can really talk about. Like I said, man, I'm making about $800 a week. I'm running, but I'm not running too hard. And that's me being honest. On average, I've only been running for about 3 weeks now, so I've only seen $800 each week. It's been around $800. I don't think I made nothing less than 800 really, but you can make a little more than that if you running, but I wouldn't advise it as a company driver. Nah, because a lot of these places, that's another thing. As a company driver, you pretty much taking the load and you going wherever they send you. As a contractor driver, because you leasing that truck, you own that truck, you could pretty much, tell them, hey, do you got any loads going to this place or that place? You could pretty much pick and choose what loads you want. So that's a good thing. If you don't want to go into New York, you ain't got to go into New York as a company driver. You can just run. Like, what I want to do is I want to just be able to run from California to Florida, California to Florida. Now, I will have to go to the northeast side of the United States with my trainee because it's required. It's a requirement. You have to bump a dock. You have to pull a load into one of those docks in the northeast corridor of the U.S. You have to get 2 mountain passes, but they can do that out there in LA. And I think that's the only requirements you need. But I want to just be able to run from Florida to California, man. That's a good run. If you could get loads like that running back and forth, or if you like going to the Northeast from California out there, if you could just continue to run like that, that's good, man. Or at least coming from, something coming out of Laredo, that'll be good. You can make some money off that. You got 2 clocks if you're training. 9 times out of 10, you're probably not gonna get a load going that far as a solo driver. But you have 2 clocks to run off of. The trainee mostly gonna run most of the miles. That's why I say, man, excuse me, I got indigestion. But that's why I say, man, you can make some money as a trainer to not really do too much. You know what I'm saying? You don't really have to run that hard. The only time you probably want to run hard is if something happened and y'all really behind schedule, or the trainee probably got sick and you probably had to run the miles for them, or they just for some reason shutting down early, then you probably have to finish out and stuff like that. But other than that, man, it's a cakewalk as a trainer. And to the trainees, man, look, man, I know it seemed like they getting over on y'all, but look, you need the 24 hours. You need the training. Just get it done with, man. I mean, that's how I looked at it. And just get it done with. Yeah, that trainer making money off of you, but in the end, it's still you that need the training, to get off that truck, to get out this program. And I mean, in the end, you got to look at it like, dude, you could do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Once you're able to train, then boom, make that money back. You know what I'm saying? Make that money. It's going to be real simple. I'm telling you, it's going to be simple. Just make sure you train them. There's a lot of trainers out there not training people. Just make sure you train them. You know what I'm saying? Because these roads dangerous. I'm in Denver right now, man. This is my first time driving this in some snow. I'm from Houston, man. When I say it was a scary sight at first, you know what I'm saying? I was unsure when I pulled out that truck stop this morning, because I was here before it started snowing. We just had a storm come through, last night or the night before? One of them, I don't know. But I mean, once I started driving, I'm taking my time. Just drive slow, take your time, no rush. People out there having accidents. Not me though. I'm not finna do it. I'm gonna take my time. Yeah, man, we got about 6 inches of snow last night. So you couldn't even see the curb and stuff at this truck stop. The trucks was running over the curbs and stuff like that, It was pretty bad, and this was a light storm for Denver. But, it's something, like I say, I'm learning. I'm getting through it. I'm not afraid to ask for help. Like, I was in California a couple days ago. I was trying to blindside, and it was a dude it was a yard dog out there, and I was like, hey, man, can you be my eyes? I asked him. He was like, yeah, man, I got you. And he guided me in, because the way I was, man, I couldn't see nothing on my blind side at all. I don't like my mirrors. They really don't have no view, on the sides. So I was thinking about getting those little round circle ones and putting them on my top ones, so to see if it'll give me a little better view. But I just haven't bought them yet. But blind side backing, man, you gotta make sure you have a room to do that. But yeah, man, that's about it, man. I ain't gonna try to hold y'all too long. I just wanted to let y'all know about the pen and stuff like that.